Hi there guys, this is Sierra Romeo playing my Ranger on GW2. I've taken the meta build, Sikkim Soul Beast, and in that build we're going to use Wilderness Survival coupled with Beast Mastery and Soul Beast. The Wilderness trait we've taken number 1, number 3, number 2, and in the Beast Mastery trait we've taken number 3, number 2 and number 2, and in Soul Beast taking number 3, number 1 and number 3 again. Now the utilities we're going to use for healing is Troll Ingrid, the Moa stance for defense, Sikkim for DPS, Quickening Zephyr for protection and speed, and Strength of the Pack for increased damage. Now if we look at our weapons here quickly, we're going to take the sword and the longbow, and on the longbow we're going to take the sigil of agility with the sigil of annulment, and on the sword we're going to take sigil of intelligence with sigil of energy. For the amulet we're going to take the Demolisher amulet coupled together with the Rune of Divinity, which increase all the stats that's applied to you. Now if we go into beast mode, you can see that clearly our stats will spike. Now coupled together with all your Sikkim cooldown with your Strength of the Pack, this will spike even more, so you can burn down players rather quickly. In a short while we will show you a quick footage of an unranked arena, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so you join us, I think 4 minutes has passed in the game. We're going straight to the middle. This is near our spawn area. I'm just going to describe what I'm doing here. In my pet beast mode I've got the tiger, which I think is the highest DPS buff that you get when you go into pest mode. Using your longbow number 2 causes severe damage. Like here, this is hunter coming around the corner here. So I've taken my pet out of beast mode and I've sent it off offensively to keep him busy while I lose him from sight. There's a few other characters here, but you can see how damaging that number 2 button is. Just auto shooting him here. This one is down. Target this hunter here. Lucky for me, because it's an unranked arena, got a lot of new players here, which kind of lets you practice and hone your skills. So we've taken 3 or 4 down here, and we're sending them back to their spawn point. Now there's in this battleground map we can summon the guard that attacks the enemy player. Now in order to do that, we have to be able to channel this without interruption, and as you can see there's other players here preventing you from doing that. Now here quickly switch to sword, number 4 block, number 3 to evade, switch to my owl pet, which gives you the swoop and the haste buff, along with a protection and regen, which is F1, F2, F3. Now a lot of the actual gameplay here is all about positioning, knowing the map, where to stand. Now I've blown a few of my cooldowns, so I'm going to stand here, let it all cool out a little bit. We're quite far ahead, 235 points we're advantage against 80 points to them, so you know there is no haste. So I just target this hunter here who I killed earlier. Now he spawned and he hasn't even looked up to see if I'm here, but I'm going to use that to my advantage. So I use the pet, burn him down, number 2, and just auto shoot him. Switch to my sword, swoop down and finish him off. And now most players forget to do this. When you see a dead player, you can pick up the resources that they were carrying. It saves you a lot of time and hassle getting it from the middle where you will be, in conflict with other players. So just quickly grab from your kill, summon these NPCs, and in this moment I could have gone back to my spawn point, but I thought no, it's quite an easy match here, so let's just have a bit of fun. Now I'm about to go when I hear the sound for the mist. So I thought, well, since we're near our spawn point, we already have the boss summoned, the other god got the boss down to 30%, so why not? Now I've got the pet out. I tend to do this a lot because if I'm on my own, I want to use my pet offensively. Now if somebody comes at me, I can send the pet to them, which gives me a crucial 3-4 seconds to either scurry away, swap pets, go to my owl and swoop off, or to engage. So I'll let him do most of the damage, and then I'll go into beast mode to get my buff and hit all my cooldowns and burst him down as much as I can. Now we've just summoned the guard here, and we're heading off to the enemy's base to kill the boss. And the enemy is just summoned theirs, so it's a race to the end, to be honest. I'm escorting him here because on a normal ranked PVP he will be dead before he gets to this gate here. I'm feeling confident in this sort of this actual match, purely because we've been fortunate enough to find that the enemy players are scattered and non-cohesive, not playing as a team, whereas we are pretty much sticking together, calling targets, and as you can see, the hunter goes down very quickly. So I know the enemy's guard is quite close to our boss, so as you can see she's on 30%, so we just quickly burst her down and it's game over. Anyway guys, I hope this was insightful. If you liked it, thumbs up, please subscribe. If you didn't, leave a comment. Let me know what video editor you guys use, because I'm using this cheapy freebie one and it's not great, but it'll do the job. Anyway guys, thanks, see you soon.